What is going on, guys? It is Oswin here, and welcome to a new series that I'm going to call Storytime with Oswin until I find a better name, or I don't know yet. It's going to be kind of like if you post in the comments like what you want me to talk about, I'll talk about it in the commentary, so I don't really know like what to call it, because it could range from something deep to something totally out of the ballpark of deep, and I don't even know. Anyways, before I got into the video, like the commentary, I wanted to apologize for not having videos up lately. I've had like a really nasty sinus infection. My voice has been like super nasally, and it was really bad for commentary, so I didn't do anything. I also haven't really like been on the computer much because of it. I honestly got home from school and I just like laid in bed and didn't really feel like doing anything. Also, I was like up in the morning like super early because I was coughing. It was really bad, guys. So I'm sorry for not having videos up, but now since I've recovered for the most part, I'm going to start making videos again. I've got tons of StarCraft 2 sitting on my hard drive, so over the next week I'll get to rendering that and have it up for you guys to enjoy. So without further ado, let's hop right into the commentary. This commentary, I'm gonna warn you guys, it is like really kind of deep. It's something really personal to me because I went through it a lot in my life, I guess you could say. I know I'm saying a lot, but it's kind of a really hard commentary for me to make, but I wanted to do it to kind of raise awareness, because it is a very prevalent issue nowadays in like schools and even just in the public. You could probably tell it's going to be about bullying because I said like school and stuff like that. Back in middle school, like my 6th grade year, I was like really kind of, I don't know, shy, I guess you could say. I didn't really go out there much. I was in gym class, that's where it mostly happened. I wasn't necessarily the most athletically inclined kid that you'd meet. I didn't really know how to play a lot of the sports that they played. I think really floor hockey was the only one I actually knew how to play, but football I didn't understand the mechanics of. Basketball, any of those sports, I never put the time in to like figure out how to play them. I'm an only child, so I never had like an older brother to teach me, or I just never really got into the sports. So like every time we played, I was just like running around like a headless chicken, or like a really dumb like AI bot that you'd find in a game, like the recruit bots on combat training in Black Ops, pretty much running into walls and all that. So I was like always, I guess you could say, I don't really want to say the fat kid, but I was always the last one to get picked on like teams and stuff like that, just because of my lack of knowledge of the sports. So that kind of made gym class like really hard for me. And besides that, there was this group of guys, and they would always kind of just swarm around me almost, and they'd just do nothing but ridicule me, and I could just be minding my own business, but they just come over and they just start ridiculing me, just like constantly going and going and going. And I never said a word to the guys. They just started bothering me one day, and it made gym class like really hard for me to do. Honestly, it took a big toll on me, like even today. So with this commentary, I kind of just wanted to say, like, before I get into any more of it, if you see something like this happening to somebody, never be afraid to speak up, guys, because honestly, this could be really detrimental to somebody, like their mental health, sometimes even their physical health, if it's that much of a situation with bullying. Sometimes I know like they'll try to steal your lunch money or any of that. Just, if you see this happening, guys, never be afraid to speak up, because it is such a horrible thing for anybody to have to go through. And honestly, I think everybody goes through it at one point or another, but sometimes it hurts people more. Some people worse than others, I guess I'm trying to say. So just never be afraid to say something if you see it happening, friend or not, because it will really hurt somebody if it continues for too long. Anyways, guys, getting further back into my story, after a while, it decided to, like, people decided to just kind of do it more than just in the gym. It eventually came to a point where it was the lunch line, the hallways, even some in the classroom even. And it really just, it messed with me. I couldn't even walk in the hallways. To this day, I get nervous walking in the hallways. And I'm a 16-year-old guy, and I get really nervous sometimes. And honestly, I feel like I've kind of gotten like an anxiety out of it, because just, it was a lot to go through, and just everywhere I turned I was just getting ridiculed and people were just at me for no reason. This continued for about at least 3 years, I would say. 7th grade year, even my art class, I had it, and it really made it like really tough. So middle school, I mean, it really wasn't all that great for me. Like, I had fun 8th grade year because I started to get friends and kind of just started to block people out, but up until that point, middle school was really rough, to the point where I didn't even want to go anymore, really. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say with this commentary. It's kind of a long one, but moral of the story, guys, if you see somebody like getting bullied or ridiculed or anything, never be afraid to say something, is what I'm trying to get at here, because like I said earlier, it is extremely horrible to go through, and it could really wear on somebody over time. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be the end of this commentary. If you want to see more of these videos, like, comment like a different topic for me to discuss. I've got tons more that I can think of, but I wanted to maybe get some input from you guys. So until next video, peace out and have a good one.